Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here,
welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology.
Off we go into week 3 of boys high school volleyball here on Summit City Sports. And tonight, 2 of the rising teams in the area looking to try to get themselves into early season momentum as the 1-0 Norwell Knights take on the Bellmont Braves. They are opening their season tonight for the first time here in 2026. And a pleasant good evening to you, Joe Northern, Matt Jackson. Delighted to have you with us. And again, 2 teams that are looking to at least try to get that positive momentum going in their direction, because they are two teams that are new at the level here in Indiana boys high school volleyball. Bellmont coming into their second season, 2-14, but have a lot of great momentum to look forward to in their direction, with some seniors leading the way. Jack Johnson, Easton Curtis, Caden Rauch leading the way for Coach Craig Kroll and company. Of course, you've heard that name on the girls spectrum. He's also coaching the guys as well, and certainly with a great frontline mentality, you could expect to see the same thing happening tonight. Meanwhile, for the Norwell Knights, been around a little bit longer in the pre-IHSAA sanctioned days. For the Knights, they come in this season at 1-0, a 3-0 victory over DeKalb last Wednesday on April Fool's Day, 3-1 over at the Castle. And interestingly enough, too, that NE8 play, that all 8 schools in NE8 play are in boys volleyball now. So something we haven't seen in quite some time, but all 8 teams ready to go and ready to combat against each other. And the starting rotations look a little bit like this. It is going to be a lot of navy and maroon on your screen this evening, no doubt about that. But what we can tell you, though, too, is that Norwell is going to be on to the left of your screen. They'll have the gold trim. And white numbers, navy blue uniforms. The libero will be in white with gold numbers and the navy blue. While on the opposite side, it'll be Bellmont. They'll have the blue shirts and white numbers, no trim. Libero in a white shirt, no trim as well, as the Knights quickly get the point on the board and we're underway. And last year when these 2 teams combated against each other, they were, in fact, victorious over Bellmont, winning that one at a score of 3-0. As this one going to be deflected up and out of play. So starting rotations look a little bit like this for the Braves. Number 3, Luke Summers. Number 24, Cameron Summers. This is on your right side of the screen, I should say. Jack Johnson wearing number 2. Number 14, Xavier Bodel. Number 73, Oliver Goebel. Number 13, Caden Roush. And number 24 in Cameron Summers. As that one goes out of play, Norwell getting the quick point on the board to make it 2-1 advantage of the Knights. Meanwhile, the Knights on the left side, we Gage Reinhardt ready to bring this over, the defensive specialist. Number 11, Gabe Detner. The libero tonight's going to be number 3, Eli Musselman, as this one goes into the net even at 2. Number 6, Dylan Randall. Number 2, Nolan Smith. Get number 10, Lincoln Schaefer also in there as well. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, and 11 presently on the floor as it stands right now. Reinhardt, Smith, Musselman, Randall, Schaefer, and Detmer. And again, the Braves looking to improve after their inaugural season in boys volleyball, the IHSAA. As this one's a nice swing down and inside. Dylan Randall able to get the quick point on the board to make it 3-2 advantage of the Knights. And again, both teams are going to be in that Huntington North sectional, which currently led by Homestead. But again, as teams can continue to try to improve moving forward, you certainly take a look at that as time goes on, as Gopal hits this one off the tweeter to make it 4-2. So we're just underway with you here on a Monday night. This one going to be blocked up at the net, saved in the interim by Randall, and a nice swing on the inside, and a quad hit going to be called against the Knights. And Norwell already on a 3-0 run here in set number 1, 5-2. This one going up again into the middle. Light tip, gets back over to Detner, I should say. Saved down by Smith, and a nice, easy, and accessible swing up on the lower side as Detmer able to get it up and over. 6-2 advantage of the Knights. They are rolling right now. This one going to be deflected and an ace. As Oliver Goebel trying to find the connection, but cannot get it to go. Almost back-to-back aces. Nice pass in time coming in from Johnson. Now another chance again. This one brought up by Smith. Back row they go. Hand up over to Summers. Summers gets it inside over to Detmer. Detmer again. Loose ball back over to Johnson. Got to try to find the pass. Going to be a quick battle line, but it's met by Dylan Randall. And he's been one of the prime players to keep an eye on locally here in the state of Indiana. Or locally, I should say, for the Norwell Knights, as his frontline ability has certainly made an impact. And the route is certainly on right now for the Knights as they've scored 7 in a row to make it 9-2 advantage of Norwell. This one going to be brought up top. Nice push again in the middle. But going to go short into the net. Smith was looking for the high swing, but the outside hitter could not get it to go. And 9-3 an advantage of Norwell. So that stops the run, but not before 7 in a row for the Knights. And now let's see what the Braves can do in here. One of the great venues in Northeast Indiana, but also, too, one of the most compact and intense atmospheres, we should say, here in Northeast Indiana. Is this one going to be deflected? Nice swing coming in from Detmer up top to make it a 7-point game, but this place hosting many a sectional, many a regional even at points too, in volleyball and basketball, and both having quite storied traditions as well. This one going to be deflected up top. One-hander, a nice little dunk swing up top from Ryan Harley, as he's able just to kind of get a little bit of the sky hook up top to make it 11-3, an advantage of the Knights. And the Norwell Knights certainly rolling right now, led by Coach Drew Shively, assisted by Olivia Shively. This one going to be batted up top, gets back over to Summers. Nice one-hander coming in from Musselman. Now another battle again on the front line. And a quad hit going to be called against Hudson Kroll on the board to make it a 9-point affair, 12-3. And Randall again, the center right hitter, gets an ace. As Kroll bops this one up and down, and just like that, Bellmont will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. The Knights certainly charging their way here in set number one. They lead at 13-3 here on a Monday night.
Thanks for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the
13-3 our score here in the first. That has been all Norwell as they are right now on an 11-1 run here in the first. Make it 12-1 in the first. As the Knights have just found a way to really pick apart this Norwell front line. And led right now by Dylan Randall and Eli Musselman. Again, names that you may have heard earlier on in the school year, whether it be on the gridiron or on the basketball court. And the aces just continuing to keep coming for Reinhardt in the meantime, too. Make it 15-3, advantage of the Knights. Summers on the back line, make it 3 in a row. As they've done a great job of at least continuing the momentum in their direction. And just like that, 16-3. An advantage of Norwell. Little collision up in the middle. Block tipped up in time. Knights up by 2 touchdowns here in set number 1, 17-3. The Knights now on a little bit of another run. They're now on another additional, we should say, 8-0 run. Make it 9-0. Make it 18-3. The push again from Randall. Battle on the front line. One-hander, not going to matter. As you can see, Raiden Middle was getting a little bit too close for comfort as his hand kind of got close near the net in the meantime. Deflected again up top, one-hander. You can hear the team say 3. Make sure they get it over in time, and they do. This one batted over from Smith. But a deflection inside going to go against Bellmont. And it's 20-3, advantage of Norwell. Push again from Randall. Able to get this across over to Nettle. This one sails up and out of the box. So Raiden Nettle sails it out of play. And the lead 21-3. Deflected again on the inside. Gets it over to Curtis. Able to bring this one up top. High swing, deflected, tip, not going to matter. And again, Dylan Randall has been the story so far tonight. As it stands right now, 9 kills for the junior right hitter, who also doubles as a setter too, but has been a great attacker here this evening as this one goes out of play. But 22-4. An advantage of the Knights as this one goes short. So we'll get substitutions coming in. Caleb Coates, the freshman defensive specialist, as they go to Dylan Randall now on the inside. And now for Norwell, you've got number 15, Ben Peterson, coming in, a sophomore defensive specialist, as Drew Shively trying to go with a junior-sophomore base right now here in this matchup, and a 19-point lead here in set one. This one broken up again up top. Deflected back, goes over to Goebel. Goebel gets it back over to Curtis. Pass over in time coming in for the freshman and Coates. High swing, deflected out of play. And so the Braves now with an opportunity to reset a little bit. Make it 23-5. More substitutions coming in. Will be the libero Caden Roush coming out. Number 14, Xavier Bodel coming in. Looks like number 7, Ray Niddle, coming back in as well. As this one out of play. 24-5, and a game point opportunity for the Knights to try to go up in the match 1-0. Musselman out of play. And we'll do it again. Back line they go over to Jack Johnson. Johnson out of play, and that's how the first set comes to a close. So the Knights able to take care of business in set number one as they win set number one 25-6 here in Bellmont. Back in a moment. You're watching Indiana Boys High School Volleyball on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold of everything and I come from strength. And now the whole world don't know my name, and I used to have nothing. But now I got a whole lot of everything, that's why I come from strength. When I'm gone, the whole world don't know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light. Ran the streets, I'm tired.
As we welcome you back inside, it is Norwell leading 1-0. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Big Eyed Fish. Yes, they're better than Lent. They're better all year round. They're the best all year round, with the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment only at the Big Eyed Fish. By Tom Steele Tire, 2 locations best to serve you off North Clinton and West Jefferson. Tom Steele Tire, servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. By Ottmiller Contracting, from bid to build, Ottmiller Contracting has you covered. Visit them online at ottmillercontracting.com. By Summit Volleyball, training and building the highest quality volleyball players. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. By Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. Disclaimer, the choice of an attorney should not be paid solely upon advertisements. By Siaka Cleaning and Restoration, quality work, responsive service, and the commitment to people. That's what they're all about at Siaka Cleaning and Restoration. By the University of St. Francis and their online degree programs, from bid to build, they can be completed in as little as 12 months. The iPad mixed up the scripts a little bit on me. The online degree programs at the University of St. Francis can be completed in as little as 12 months. Select programs. Visit them online at online.sf.edu today. And by TJW Industrial, the leaders in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit them online at tjwindustrial.com. By the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with the affiliated district councils and local unions that help build Indiana, we are LIUNA. You can earn your edge this season thanks to Parkview Sports Medicine's Edge Training Program. Visit them online at parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge tonight to get your free consultation. And by Always 100 Academy drills and skills from now until May 28th. Ages pre-K through 12th grade. You can develop your dribbling, passing, shooting, defense, and more. And by the way, it's buy 10, get 2 free with the punch cards available over at PSM Fieldhouse. And, of course, brought to you by the fine folks at Summit City Sports. Be sure to follow us on X at 260 Sports, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, again, it was all Norwell in set 1. They won it 25-6. So we'll look to see what the Braves can do here in set number 2 as this one brought over in time. Dug up by Johnson into the net, and the Knights quickly starting in game number 2. Reminder, coming up later this week on Summit City Sports, we've got baseball for you here on the network, as it'll be Bishop Dwenger taking on Homestead. That'll be a 5:30 game coming up on Wednesday afternoon. And then Saturday, a doubleheader as Angola will take on Leo. That begins at 10 a.m. right here on Summit City Sports. Push up again in the middle, connects back over to Johnson. One-hander, lobbed up. Nice save in the back from Peterson, but that one going to go off the top of the speaker, we should say. So a chance for the Braves to at least try to get a little bit of extra momentum here in set number 2 as they drop the first 25-6. But again, you drop one, you find a way to get the momentum in the other. It can completely change the atmosphere, and we've seen that happen before in multiple aspects here on the court, not just the boys volleyball, but overall as this one's out of play. See exactly what we mean. It's 2 quick side outs. You've got yourself a 2-2 game as it stands here in the second. Here's Jack Johnson. Able to get it over to Musselman. High swing, blocked, tipped, and got it. A great move in from the sophomore outside hitter in Luke Summers as he gets the point on the board. And just like that, don't look now, Bellmont on a 3-0 run here to start set number 2. This one broken up on the inside over to Detmer. Detmer, high swing, able to get it in time. As the man to stop tonight has certainly been number 6. And he's got your 6 as well in Dylan Randall here this evening. To make it a 3-3 affair here in set number 2. Joe Northern alongside Matt Jackson, the entire crew with you here. Again, teams coming back from spring break over the weekend for the Braves. First match of their 2026 campaign as this one goes out of play. And the chase coming in from Luke Summers, but easily swings up over the top. And the lead back in the advantage of the Knights, 4-3. Reinhardt again in the middle. Trying to continue to connect on the inside. They still keep it live. And a little push into the net going to go against Luke Summers. And so Norwell now in the rotation to make it 5-3. Reinhardt again. Able to be saved up from Randall. Pass back over in time for Musselman. Looks to set it up again once more over to Johnson. Johnson again on the return. High tip down low. Got it. Who else but number 6 in Randall, just continuing to keep the momentum in his direction. He's gotten 2 out of the last 3 on the board for the Knights to make it 6-3 here in set number 2. Here's Gage Reinhardt now. Able to get this in on the inside. Little one-hander up at top of the net. And another one-hander coming off the hand of Detmer. Braves trying to reset. And they do. On a little sky hook coming in from Luke Summers. And Summers able just to kind of arch it over just for the moment to make it a 6-4 game. And he's back to serve now. Received by Musselman. And just over in time for Nolan Smith. So Smith able to get the quick answer on the board. And the Knights up 7-4. But again, give credit to Bellmont for trying to find a way to slow down the momentum. And again, it is the season opener for this Braves team. Again, as mentioned, a program that's had volleyball pedigree. And you can see they were trying to celebrate, but hang on, there's 3 passes they have to make, not just 1. Gets it over to Randall. Now you can celebrate as they get inside to make it a 2-point game. 7-5 advantage of Norwell, but the Braves have been on the warpath here in set number 2. This one lobbed over. Gets over to Detmer. Down inside. Drop down and out of play. They're able to get this one off the tip. 8-5. An advantage of the Knights. Randall. Gets back row over to Ripley. Now another connection in on the inside. Tip down over to Smith. Smith sails it out of play. So the side outs have not been kind to the Knights here in the second. They've put 4 out of the box. But Belmont's done a good job of trying to get those second chance points. They've only gotten 2, though, here in the match so far. And all 2 here in set number 2. A push again from Rush. And an ace! It's Owen Garcia able to get the swing up over in time. And the Braves now within 1. And short back into the net. 9-7. Eli Musselman now ready to bring this one. With other substitutions coming in. Ben Peterson in the meantime. Now ready to bring it back to serve. Peterson. Not going to matter, and a rotation error going to be called against Peterson. As he was not aligned correctly. And just like that, 9-8. An advantage of the Knights. Make it 9-9. Cameron Summers able to get to the back of the box quickly. And just like that, the Braves now with 2 aces quickly here in set number 2. Received by Peterson. Another chance up on the board. Bourne deflected. Able to bring it back up top. Sets it back over to Curtis. Curtis to get the deflection. And look at this. Bellmont now on a little bit of a run here in set number 2. 10-9. And Cameron Summers certainly leading the way here. Deflected, tipped, one-hander, but off the palm of Summers. If it would have just let it ride a little bit, you'd be looking at a 2-up advantage for the Braves, but instead, we're even at 10. As Summers has done a great job of getting his guys in the rotation and in motion. They go mid-row over to Ripley off the serve from Musselman. This one deflected again up top. High swing coming from Garmeyer. And a one-hander coming in from Summers. They look to reset it again. Garmeyer able to get it on the board. Gabe Garmeyer, the outside hitter, able to get it on the upper left side. And the Knights now back up by 1, 11-10. Push again up the middle. They find Curtis, deflected. And a reset up coming off the hands of Musselman. It's Garmeyer trying to attack Coates. He receives it immediately. And they look to reset it again one more time. Back over for Bourne. Set piece play. No, instead a one-hander, but a double hit going to be called against Curtis. And so the Knights able to get back up on the 2-up advantage, 12-10 here in set number 2. Push again for Musselman. Able to get this one deflected up top. Sails back over to Peterson. High push. Back row they go over to Coates. But a little miscue coming in off Luke Summers. He had the great mindset to try to reach up and go for it, but could not get the power in time. And so Norwell back on a 3-0 run here in set number 2. They won the first 25-6, but the Braves have done a great job countering back and taking advantage of the Norwell mistakes too. Make it 13-11 here in the second. And again, a Bellmont team that is trying to move upward in the trajectory here in Northeast Indiana, and no question that they will. Not only with Coach Craig Kroll running the program, but also about the guys buying in too. Certainly something to keep in mind. But this Norwell team's did a great job of buying in as well. They were just a shade above 500 last season. But again, facing off against teams that have been at it for quite some time. And keep in mind, boys high school championships in Indiana, despite as Summers able to get this one on the skyhook up and in, have only been a thing for a few years. Keep in mind, though, when you look at the club level from it, it's been around for over 30. And the greater 260 region's done a great job of at least enriching that, with Concordia Lutheran and Northrop being some of the original boys volleyball powerhouses in the region. And Homestead's done a good job of at least continuing to craft that in their own form. We'll see them 2 weeks from tomorrow night at Homestead against Carroll, and what could be a regional preview potentially. As this one eventually goes down in time thanks to Nolan Smith on the board. And the lead back to 4, 16-12. Deflection up, one-hander, and out of play. And that's something that this Bellmont team is doing really well right now here in set number 2. They're trying to slow down the pressure by trying to force the swings in the back row, knowing that it's not all about the front line. As Summers sails it out. It's 17-13 here in set number 2. The Knights again trying to find a way to pull forward. Goes mid-row over to Summers, but not going to matter. As the guys were a little out of alignment, but hang on, there is a whistle called by our R1, so we're going to look to see what he saw. So we'll take the point off the board. As initially it was an Norwell point, but it looked like potentially just a misalignment. And it is an alignment call going to go against Norwell, so Bellmont picks it up. I saw that from the vantage point and it seemed a little weird, but nonetheless, they do get the point in time to make it 17-14. And so Bellmont now cuts it down to within 3. Brought up from Detmer. High swing in the back row over to Summers. Summers continuing to keep it alive. His brother Cameron able to dunk it down and in. As Cameron Summers able to get the swing on the board. And it's 17-15 advantage of Norwell. But Bellmont certainly charging back. They go back row again once more. High swing over to Smith. But out of play against Aiden McDonald. One of 2 freshmen on the team for Coach Craig Kroll and company. Brought over by Randall. And to the net it goes. So we get a strong rotation from what we've seen in the Braves, but the Knights have done a great job of commanding the front line with Musselman and Randall really leading the way here in this one. And no surprise, too, as they go with a little bit of the arm motion to go up by 5, 20-15. And our first TO appearance tonight. 20-15, Knights up by 5. Back in a moment.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
As we roll on here in set number 2, 5-point advantage of the Knights, trying to go up 2-0, but this Bellmont team has battled back very quickly and efficiently here. In fact, holding an advantage early on in set number 2. But the Knights have done a good job of at least trying to get the momentum back in their direction. And a lot of it thanks to that front line. It's Zane Bourne, the right hitter. Able just to edge it inside the box and force the deflection. And the lead back to 6, 21-15. Randall now to bring it over. Gets this one brought up by Summers. Summers again. Able to set it up on the inside. High swing again from Smith. Able to get it down in time. As Smith able just to find that sweet spot, kind of that edge in the three-point arc. The Braves need a side out right now, but instead will get an ace in the meantime. As it bounces up top to make it 23-15. And Norwell certainly recommanding the effort. This one goes out of the box. 23-16, set number 2. The Knights won the first, 25-6. So Bellmont doing a great job of at least rebooting and getting right back into the rotation, but still plenty of work left to do. Here's Owen Garcia. Able to get this one lobbed up across, finds Randall, deflected, but out of play. Side out goes against Curtis as he just sailed it to his right from our vantage point. And now you see Gabe Garmeyer, Ben Peterson returning back into the rotation, the sophomore core. In fact, only one of 4 sophomores for Coach Drew and Olivia Shifley and company. Peterson gets this up top. Sails it back over to Summers, and they sail it up and out of play. So Norwell on a run. Bellmont made them work for it a little bit more in the second, but the Knights in cruise control as we head to the third.
Thanks for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary. Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
We go to the third, 2-0. Going into set number 3, and the Knights, as you see, have made quick work of the Bellmont Braves. Reminder, we will be off for 2 weeks, but then back with you on the 21st as we get you deep down the stretch of the postseason with a doubleheader 2 weeks from now, we should say. It's Tuesday night. We head down to Spartan Country, as it'll be Carroll and Homestead, one of the great matchups and one of the great rivalries that's emerged in boys volleyball for quite some time. So you don't want to miss that one. That'll be on April 21st. Second time that these two teams will meet. They'll meet later this week over at the home of the Chargers in Huntertown. And then the 22nd, 2 weeks from Wednesday, we'll have Heritage taking on Snyder over at Kilmer Court. So don't want to miss that either right here on Summit City Sports. And then we'll ride our way into postseason play, a couple more regular season matchups. And it's, again, a sprint when it comes to volleyball, as I'm sure you all have seen it, at least with girls volleyball too, and just how quickly the season shifts. It's like one day you're in immediately week 2 trying to at least figure out everything that's going on. And then the next week after that, you're near in postseason play. But again, too, for a lot of the teams that don't really start play until after the Easter holiday, is what we've seen this season too. It's a 6-week sprint, but again, it has been an emerging sport, and we've seen more teams really expand upon that too, with it not only getting the official IHSAA certification, but the sport of volleyball growing, whether it be from the Olympics, whether it be, again, Big Ten volleyball continuing to be a big power. I mean, keep in mind too, with the Big Ten and the SEC playing at Wrigley Field coming up in September, with Penn State and Kentucky and Nebraska as a dominant powerhouse as they've been, they'll be taking on your Missouri Tigers. Well, not your Missouri Tigers, but my Missouri Tigers at Wrigley Field in September. The sport is just continuing to grow, and it's great to see Bellmont continuing to embrace that. And now with the guys continuing to ride the momentum here as the sport continues to grow. And Norwell's done a great job of at least building a tradition in and of their own, too. Let's make it a 4-1 game here in set number 3. The Knights trying to build on top of it. This one going to go right back into the net. We'll look to see what Bellmont can do here in the second as it goes into the net. As that's Hudson Kroll trying to get in on the inside. And again, our vantage point, Craig Kroll right now crouching down for the moment, just trying to reset. And deflect it down and in. 6-2 advantage of the Knights. Deflected up by Johnson. High swing, blocked it in. Dylan Randall has continued to be the story here tonight. Certainly making a case to be your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game tonight. And with good reason. And an ace up and in for Reinhardt. 8-2. Advantage of Norwell. This one again brought up back over to Summers. One-hander lopped up. That's going to go out of play. They were looking. And a net call being ruled, but again, if you're in the R1 and R2 chair, you do have to rule it as a judgment call no matter what, which, again, our officials try to at least get it right each time that they can, but you could feel the emotions boil over. But again, just like all of us, we're all ordinary people, no matter what the call may hold in one way or another. Here's Musselman now. Nice swing again from Randall up top. And the lead up to 7, 10-3. See another rotation coming in, Zane Bourne. Coming in now for Gabe Detmer. And the lead back to 7, 10-3. And an ace. As they go with the Guitar Hero-esque swing to get the point on the board to make it 11-3. And Randall, again, the junior right hitter, he's going to be a name to continue to watch. Goes back-to-back on the aces. And 12-3 the advantage. Again, season opener for this Braves team, but looking to try to build on the momentum. And again, it just takes one win and one opportunity to move forward. But the Knights have done a great job of at least building the composure and the pressure in their direction as they lead it by 10, 13-3. Brought up by Kroll. A nice dunk tip that in for Nolan Smith. As Smith able to get the swing in time, and the lead extended back to 11. This one again broken up top. One-hander, nice save inside from Summers. Another push again over to Smith. Deflected again up top to Luke Summers. Will it be enough? It will be. As Bourne chasing to the lower row here of the pullout stands here at the teepee. And the lead back to 10. 14-4 in the third. It's been all Norwell all night long. This one, another quick shot out of play. But again, a Bellmont team that's trying to continue to build the momentum in their direction. Here's Summers. Able to connect in time over to Randall. High left again over from Keller. And forcing the deflection in time. And the lead back to double digits. More substitutions coming in. Gabe Garmeyer, Ben Peterson in the meantime. Make it 15-5 in advantage of Norwell. Peterson scales it up top. Gets back over to Coates. Able to prop it up over for Randall. Randall again on the return. High swing. Nice block jump coming in from Summers. As the kid had hops. Does he have what it takes here? Little confusion on the front line to go back to Garmeyer. Hand back on the board for Bellmont. And a little cut up into the net, going to go against Garmeyer. So the Braves certainly still in motion. 15-6. Xavier Bodel coming in, the sophomore opposite hitter. That's Hudson Kroll going to take a seat. Easton Curtis now. Connects back over to Garmeyer. One-hander again up the middle. He's doing a great job. The opposite hitters have certainly been the bread and butter for the Braves here tonight. They've actually counted for most of the point counts by our vantage point. Push again up the middle. This one, a nice swing down and in time. And Zane Bourne able to get it back on the board and the lead back up to 9. It's 16-7. Another one going back row. Luke Summers. High swing tip over to Bodel. Bodel trying to continue to keep it in motion. Connects back over to Garmeyer. Garmeyer able to get there in time and the lead back to 10. 17-7. Summers into the net. The lead back to 9. 17-8. Another run up into the net. And back on the board, 18-8. Substitution in. Gabe Detmer now back in motion. Braves, one timeout remaining. Norwell trying to ride it out if they can. The 6:05 start time. Possible they may be out the door before 6:05, before 7:05. Another swing again up the middle. This one broke it up. Brought back over to Randall. Randall gets it inside over to Roush, but this one bounces in time, and it's 20-8. Gets it over to Johnson. High swing, tipped. Little cut up inside the middle. Gets it back over to Garmeyer. Back over to Johnson. Johnson outside to Goebel. And it looks like Garmeyer again got a little too close for comfort to make it 20-9 here in the third. And Luke Summers again to bring it over. Get this back over to Peterson. Nice swing up for Randall, and that is in time, 21-9. So substitutions coming in, Titus Howard and Marvin Keller. I think it is safe to say that your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game is going to go to Dylan Randall, who's led the way in many aspects tonight. Not only the big swings up front, but continuing to command the aces on the board for Coach Shively and company. Now the team's starting to celebrate with Marvin Keller ready to bring it across, the sophomore defensive specialist. I think it's quiet here like the Masters. They were looking for the ace, and that's what they're going to get. As the Knights bench jumping up for number 12 and a 13-point advantage, 22-9. And he does it again! And yet, the man is cool as a cucumber right now. Just like, hey, let's go. And now we can hear the pin drop Like you're at the 12th green of the Masters right now. Well, you did for a second, I should say. Keller. Deflection up into the net. And the net call going to go against Randall. So Randall getting a little too close for comfort to make it 23-10 here in set number 3. Into the net it goes. And now match point opportunity upcoming for the Knights. So they try to win it 3-0 and finish this in 52 minutes, and they do. Norwell improves to 2-0. The Braves drop to 0-1, and that is how this one will come to a conclusion as the Knights, again, a well-rejuvenated team moving forward. Will be interesting to see what they have down the road. Meanwhile, Bellmont, they dropped to 0-1 in the regular season. The next time we'll see you, it'll be 2 weeks from Tuesday night, 2 weeks from tomorrow night, as the Knights will take on, as it won't be the Knights, it'll be Carroll and Homestead. We'll have that for you right here on Summit City Sports. That will be, well, I heard a fan come and say we beat them in basketball. Yes, you did. We're talking boys volleyball here, but we will have Carroll and Homestead 2 weeks from tomorrow night right here on the network coming up on the 21st. And then also the day after that, Heritage and Snyder 2 weeks from 2 weeks from Wednesday night. For all of us here at Summit City Sports, my cameraman Matt Jackson, Joe Northern saying so long. Thank you for joining us. On a personal note, Aslan family, BA, we love you. We'll see you.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is